Summnor Showdown 2020 has brought the best players from around the world to compete to see who the top summoner is in Marvel Contest of Champions. 35 countries, 3 regions, 3 regional semifinals, and now we're here for the finals! Who's going to be crowned our 2020 Summoner Showdown champion? Let's find out now. This is Summoner Showdown. Welcome, Summoners. It's the finals. I'm Josh Saleh from Marvel, and I'm joined by MCOC experts Dorky Diggity Dave and Kabam John, and we're here to find out who the top summoner is in Marvel Contest of Champions. We had some incredible semifinal rounds from each of our regions: Americas, Asia and Oceania, and Europe and Russia. And now we're seeing the top 3 players in the world compete and battle it out to see who takes home the Isosphere Trophy and wins ultimate bragging rights as the 2020 Summoner Showdown champion. Now, the rules have changed just a little bit, so Dave, give us a breakdown on how it works.
This year, the 3 semifinalists go head-to-head in a brand new format based on Alliance War, featuring a drafting phase. In this phase, the players will take turns choosing their defensive tactics between Flow, Protect, and Stubborn. Once a tactic is chosen, it won't be available for that player for the rest of the series. Keep in mind that Player 1 and Player 2 can choose the same tactic on different rounds, as the choice is independent to the player. Once tactics have been chosen, we move on to the picks and bans phase. Each player alternates banning a champion from the pool. They'll have to choose wisely, as you can only ban 3 times. Also, unlike tactics, the champion pool is shared, so champions chosen as bans, attackers, and defenders this round will not be available in following rounds. From there, one player will choose an attacker first, and then the opponent will counter with a defender based on the remaining champions in the pool. Then, we repeat the process with the second player. Now, Player 1 and Player 2 will run a best of 3 rounds competition to decide the winner. And each player will have a chance to play against the other 2, and the best performance will be chosen from their series. So, Player 1 versus Player 2, Player 2 versus Player 3, and Player 3 versus Player 1. It's all very balanced, as all things should be. Now, in deciding the winner, we'll rank the players based on number of Series 1.
Amazing, I am so excited for this. Now let's meet our 3 finalists. Introducing first, he's the top player in the Americas region, fighting out of Texas, USA. It's Happy McMuffin.
I'm Happy McMuffins. I'm representing the Americas, and I'm fighting out of Texas.
Next up, he's the top summoner in our Asia and Oceania region, fighting out of Sydney, Australia. It's Anger Danger.
I am Anger Danger, and I'm representing the Asia and Oceania region, and I'm fighting out of Norfolk, Australia.
And last, but not least, he's the top player from our Europe and Russia region, fighting out of Poland. It's SWAT U.
I am Svatyu. I am representing Europe and Russia. I am fighting out Ostrzeszów, Poland.
We'll start things off in the finals with Happy McMuffins versus SWAT U, with SWAT U choosing his tactic first. Over to you, Dave and John.
Okay. Flow, please.
Also Flow.
Here we are, we've got Flow and Flow. Looks like they're bringing in that American flair of picking the same tactics. To Flow, down Mojo goes. That, again, is never any surprise.
Scarlet Witch.
That's looking kind of more like an offensive play there. Scarlet Witch, get rid of that. Does not even want that as a choice. Definitely doesn't want to get poisoned. So my guess is he's going to choose someone who's
The champion.
Definitely vulnerable to poison.
Champion is, if you don't have the right RPG counter, really hard to get that guy down. He's not the hardest defender in the world to fight. He's not necessarily going to kill you, but he's not going to die. If you don't have someone to deal with his bust and is unstoppable, he's just going to be regenning forever.
Yep, and he's super, super unpredictable when it comes down to it. You never know, especially when you're down, when you're getting close to that time where you just got to get those hits in. That unstoppable can catch you if if you're not ready for it. So, Happy McMuffins here, down to band number 3. Dragon Man's gone, Thing is gone. These are all good picks for me. Those are tough defenders.
Yeah, Dormammu.
You went with Dormammu, huh? Okay.
Yeah, interesting. I think it's a good choice.
Warlock.
Ooh, goes for the Warlock. So I actually really like this pick because unless SWAT U picks a bleed immune champion here, that willpower the defender will have through their masteries is going to end up giving him a ton of great control on this flow node.
Yeah.
Terox.
Oh, there you go. You finally got your Terax, man. I think
That is a great pick right there. He's bleed immune, and not only that, he's going to be immune to all of the power control coming out of Warlock's kit because Warlock is #metal.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
that is a great counter.
Void.
But yeah, okay, so he's got Void here. I mean, Mole Man, I think, is it?
With Weapon X.
There you go. The Void
Tried
Wolverine,
and
Weapon X here. There it goes.
Yeah, it's Happy gets to see the other side of the matchup now.
Yeah,
I think
he does.
out of all of the semis, we did see Happy perform one of the best fights against Wolverine Weapon X with that Void.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. It was just borderline flawless, if not completely flawless.
So it looks like Warlock will not be able to apply any bleed effects to Terax. On top of that, he loses the ability to use any power drain.
That collar tech is super important at this point.
Yeah, I think the float attack tech is actually, like he was saying in the pre-fight there, going to be a really big help to him because he's going to be able to actually lower Terax's power gain rate with his parries. See, he's got a couple of them on there. And not being able to really deal with his power drain with Warlock Space Kit, that flow should help him out a ton.
Yeah, man, he's taking some pretty heavy block damage there as well. But looks like he's handling it. He's almost got the infections in there. He's at 14 right now. And he's got, of course, his great dexing ability here. Now he's stuck in the corner here, which is not really where you want to be with Terax.
Nope, definitely not. It's going to be eating these armor rates too, which unfortunately Warlock being a robot means he does not get any willpower from those non-damaging debuffs. Yeah, just really tough fight. Just tons of damage coming out from Terax's rock field there. Almost might be a better idea to go for the special one. Yeah, he's got it this time. Just because he's going to be in that rock field for much less time. He's not going to get that free power gain from the special 2, which also equates to less time in the rock field, which...
he's got to make a move. Yeah, he's got...
There, yeah.
Ah, man. Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Cool, though.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
Happy Muffins, an amazing job, 74%. Now that was an uphill battle the entire time. You were back to that corner the majority of that fight. How do you feel like you did?
Not great. I feel like I could have done a lot better there. I was trying to mitigate that power gain, but it was, it was pretty heavy. I wasn't really able to get myself out of that corner, and yeah, I felt like I could have did that fight a lot better.
All right, well, I mean, I think you did great. 74%. It's putting a lot of pressure on SWAT U, who has a big hole to dig themselves out of. Now, SWAT U, let's go to you next because you're the second fight coming up. We've seen this fight before many times in this tournament with Weapon X are on you. This is a big hill to climb into the finals. Good luck. Let's see how you do.
All right, I think the regen is going to take it, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's running that like massive bonus attack with Double Edge and Liquid Courage is definitely going to work out well for him. That's almost a necessity. Void is going to end up squeaking out more damage with that Resonate Mastery. It's another debuff for him to use for damage. But I don't think he's actually going to be out-damaging Wolverine's regen. So this is definitely going to be a war of attrition. And like you were just saying there, I totally agree with the pretty much necessity of needing to do the Special 3 instead of the Special 2.
Yep, absolutely. 'Cause right now, like, all the green numbers are bigger than every other color. It's actually looking like Christmas right now. Red and green, a little bit of white.
Christmas and Wolverine Weapon X is getting gifts all day. He's getting free regen all over.
I think the happy, instead of Happy McMuffins, it's Happy Holidays at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going for the Special 2 here, like he just did with that Dark Sting, is going to bite him in the butt a bit here. Having that Resonate Mastery as well, he is doing pretty good work. He's got a lot of time left on the clock. He can probably get under that 74% range. He's knocked a lot of his own health down here with the poison from Liquid Courage, as well as the damage from recoil when he's doing that special too. Ooh, I was just going to say, if he gets clipped just a couple times, it's going to be a bad time for him, so...
Yep. He's got to stick to that SP3 at this point, I think. I think the sooner he realizes that, the better this fight is going to be for him.
Yeah, totally agree. I think, especially now after getting clipped there, he's under 50% health, so you know what, if he's got Courage Spect, I don't remember if he does, that will help him quite a bit with that bonus attack. But definitely going to, ooh, gets clipped there again. Probably get him to play a little bit more passive. No, still going for the special too.
Yeah, and he just took
clipped
a
again.
huge hit to the face. Yeah, that is.
Oh, the unstoppable.
Yeah. That was, you know, that happens so often. Like you take a few hits and like something goes off inside of you where you're just like, I'm gonna return that. I cannot take it, and then you just get clipped up, man.
Looks like that regen had the upper hand, like we've seen time